everybody, how are we this morning? Hope you had a good weekend. Let's get cracking with our little total body Pilates this morning. Just a little soft bend in the knees, and let's turn our toes out into the corners of the room. The feet are a little bit wider than our hips. A little bend in the knees, reach up. Nice, full circle up, look up as well if you can. Exhale, reach it down, drop the chin, open up the neck. Inhale into the nose to lift. Exhale out the mouth to release back down. A few more times. This next one now, lift all the way up. Little twist, looking over the shoulder, bend the knees. Keeping both feet down to begin with. Exhale, release. Looking up to the hands, exhaling, looking down. Now let's increase the twist, lifting up the heel as you twist, taking it down a little bit deeper. Inhale to look up, exhale to drop down. Now with both hands. Getting a bit of a flow through the body, connecting the breath to that movement. And reach all the way up, coming into your squat, down, and reach. Little balance on the toes. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Reach it right round. Taking the feet a little bit wider now. Toes still pointing out to the corner of the room. We're going to come with a sumo squat. So the bum is going to go back, but keep that spine nice and straight. Keeping the chest up, a little balance at the top. Exhale, reach it forwards, push the bum back. Inhale, reach up, fly the arms back. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Shoulder roll. Inhale to reach the shoulders up, and exhale, reach them down. Okay, staying nice and wide here, toes still point out. This time, plie squat. So imagining you're between two panes of glass, you're going to come down. We're going to work into the hips a little bit more and the quadriceps. Reach the arms out to the side. Bring them and squeeze them back in. We're not going to go for the balance on this one. We're just going to stay with the squat and work into some other variations. Keeping that posture nice and strong, drawing the navel in nice and tight to your spine. On this one, let's stay low now and take some little pulses. Working into these hips here. Squeeze and pulse them down. Hold it down. Bring the arms up into cactus. Draw the elbows together. Squeeze them back out. Really open up the shoulders as you come out. Inhale to squeeze in. Exhale to draw out. Two more. Now if you can, keep that bend in the knees and then come over. Looking up into the arm. Let's really work these neck muscles today. Trying to bring the gaze up into the arm. Now I'm holding my hand underneath my body as I come into the dip. That's a little bit too much. Then bring the hand to hold onto the hip, and that's going to help you lean into that dip. Exhale to come over. Inhale to come back into the center line of the body. You feeling it a little bit now in your quads? I hope so. And release, straighten up now. Let's just take a little curl back. It's going to just stretch open, bring that blood back into the quadriceps and up into those hip flexors. Okay, bring the feet together now. Toes are going to come out into a first position as you would do in ballet. You're going to squeeze down, pushing down into the feet. Heels will stay down as well. Just coming into the calf muscles a little bit now and the ankle joints. Bringing the arms out to the side as well if you wish. Again, keep the body up straight. We're not pushing the bum back, but we're keeping that posture strong, sliding between those two panes of glass. As I say, you're not going to feel like you're bending particularly that much, okay? So just working from the knees. Now, if you want to, lift the heels. Squeeze and lower. Come off my mat. It's going to help with balance. Struggling a bit with the balance, come off your mat like me. That's going to make it a bit easier. Now let's hold it down and take little pulses. Work hard on drawing that navel into the spine, keeping the spine nice and long. Now hold it down, draw the arms up, and exhale, bring them back down. A few more times. And let's take one more. And release. Well done. Let's curl it back again. I want to come back into the plie squat, working deep into the adductor muscles inside the thighs, turning those toes out. We're going to lift up into the heel on one side, squeeze it down, release it. Inhale. Again, posture. Push those hips forwards, the pelvis forwards. Make sure you're drawing your navel in nice and tight to the spine. Shoulders are rolled back. If you can now, lift up with double heels. Bring in some arms. We're pausing on the lift, not in a rush to come through the repetitions. Working into some of those key principles of Pilates. Slow, focus, concentrated movement. Connection to the breath. Inhaling for the heels to lift. Exhaling to release them down. Let's do a few more of those. Now let's keep the heels lifted and pulse. Remember, keep the spine long, roll the shoulders back. Squeeze and hold it down. Up and down with the arms, hold that balance. 2 and 1. Release, sit down. Good. Curl those heels up, open up the hips, open up the quadriceps. Let's do a little hip roll as well. Bend the knees now. Push the hips forwards, take the hips back. And let's go the other way. Okay, so we've been practicing coming down without using our hands. So in some cultures, if you can get up and down without using your hands, it's a sign of your longevity. So it's definitely worth practicing and bringing into your daily life. So we're going to try it from our squat position that we've been working in, slightly wider than hip. I'll show you from a side angle. We're going to exhale down, drop the bum as low as you can, and see if you can drop all the way into the floor. Good. Okay, let's come over now into our side setup. Working into that right leg first of all, bend that left knee down. So lift up through, engaging into those side abdominals so the head is well away from the shoulder. If this becomes a little bit too achy in the shoulder, remember you can come into the setup lying down onto the arm. We're going to have a flex in the foot, working now the outside seam of the leg. Squeeze and lift. working into that hip muscles here. Good. Little pause at the top. Release. Two. Now on this one, hold it up and pulse. And you feel that muscle that's working in here. You can always have to tap it. It's quite nice to really connect with those muscles that are working. Squeeze and hold it up. Optional, raise up through the arm. Nice and tall, engaging those abdominal muscles. Okay, and then let's just release it out. Point the toe, active recovery here. Squeezing in. A little bit more work now into the adductor, inside thigh. So we're going to work with that bottom leg. Back leg is behind. Let's point the toe this time and squeeze and lift. Lean back a little bit, and then you can get a little bit of extra height in that leg. And now just hold it up and pulse. Squeeze and hold, optional lift up and through the body. Active recovery, toe tap into the knee, opening up, bringing the mobility into the hip. Okay, one more exercise on this side. We're going to go for this double leg lift here. Squeezing up, holding, working deep into the side of the muscles. Modification, drop the bottom leg and hold the top leg up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release it down. Okay, take a little stretch on that side. It may be that you want to give that shoulder a little release as well. Roll it round. And then let's move into the other side. Bending that bottom knee. Lift up through those side abdominals. Top leg lifts. Flexion in the foot. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And then release. Hold it up and pulse. Squeeze and hold, optional arm raise. Reach up through the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Active recovery. Ooh, nearly forgot the active recovery. Point the toe and draw the knee in. Good. Three, 2, and 1. Release. Okay. Bottom leg working now. Toe is pointed. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Release. Now let's pulse it. Squeeze and hold and breathe. And now let's do our toe tap to knee, opening out. And release. Coming into your lift. Remember, one leg could be on the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then just release it over. Okay, let's come back now. Onto this side again. Lift up through, nice and long. Knees face the front. If you can, get both heels up. So you've got a lifted clamshell going on here. Otherwise, drop the bottom leg down and you're going to look like this. Also modifications, you can help that knee up. You're very tight in your hips. You can do that just to assist it up for a few, and then the muscles will start thinking and remembering, oh, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing in this position. If you're lifted, it's working exactly the same way. So we're up here. Okay, off you go. Hold the top leg up and take a little pulse. Squeeze and hold, optional lift. And release. Good, let's do the other side. Squeeze and open, inhale, and exhale to close that knee back down. Open it up and pulse it. And then squeeze and hold. Breathe. And release. Well done. Okay, so just coming now into our V-sit, working deep into those abdominals, into those rollbacks. You know, I love these rollbacks. Very good exercise for that core strength. So options here to hold on and roll up, or hands behind, roll down, come up to the keys that we're not allowing the spine to rest down onto the floor. Toes are up, heels are down, and the feet are hip distance apart. Exhale to roll back. I'm going to do it without my hands. So this is the progression to show you. Exhale, hold, and come back up. Good. Make it even harder. You can bring those hands further out to the sides of the body. Just squeeze and work those abdominals even tighter. Let's work some variations in now. So as we lean back, we're going to lift the leg. I have a straight leg, that knee can be bent. Again, you can use one hand on the floor to help you with that lift. You could be here, yeah. You could have a knee bent, here. Few more repetitions. Now we're going to hold it on one side and take a pulse. Hand could be down, knee can be bent. Working quite deep into the hip flexor and the quad. Good, release, other side. Tap. Release. Okay, other side. This time, hold. Keep breathing. And release, other side. Three, two, and one. Release. Just round off the spine for a moment and drop that head down. Okay, hands down, push away. So you can do the double leg push, or hands could be off to progress it. Modifications, hands down, single leg push. Let's go. I'm doing the progressed version. Exhale to push away. Inhale to squeeze it back in. Spine's not touching the floor. 3, 2, 1. Don't collapse it out, but hold it up here into the boat. Knees can be bent, hands could be underneath the thighs, heels could be down, all good options. You're still going to be working your core. Progression, begin to reach up. Keep that breath flowing through the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take a little stretch, round off that spine there. Okay, let's lie on the back. We're going to do alternate leg to arm. Hands could be on the floor, so it could be that you're here, alternating your leg drops, toes pointed from that tabletop position. Spine is glued down, or progress it, optional arm will release as well. So it's opposite arm to leg, bilateral movement. Really squeeze that leg. The lower the leg goes down, the more you're going to be working those lower abdominal muscles. Take your time. Remember, in Pilates, we're not trying to get as many repetitions in, but we're wanting to feel the exercise. If you wanted to progress even further at this stage, you could go for a double leg, a double arm. They're options. We'll stay with that alternate leg and alternate arm. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring the feet onto the floor now and just helicopter those knees from side to side. Release off the lower back. Okay, so next exercise. We're bringing those legs a little bit further out of the mat, so into a bit of a star. We're going to inhale and then exhale, squeeze up, tap. Knee can be bent, slow roll down, inhale. Now modifications on this, if the body's not going to come all the way up, that's fine. You could come with a bit of a flexion in the spine and be here. Alternatively, if that's too much in the neck and the head, you can come here with the head down and that leg lift, okay? So choose your option and let's go. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, slow roll. Make this the last one now. And release. Final exercise. Let's go for that full roll up now, guys. Remember, you can use your hands and your elbows by your side to help you. Exhale, roll slowly up. Squeeze those muscles. Inhale, take that nice little hamstring stretch. Toes are pointed. Exhale, tuck the chin in. Slow roll down, vertebra by vertebra. When you inhale, lift and reach to the top. Let's take one more of those. Exhale to squeeze, curl the spine, reach the body up. Inhale, forward bend. Exhale, slow roll down. And inhale, take that stretch at the top. Let that spine lift. Ah, nice big arch in the spine. Well done today. Big focus and concentration into those different muscle groups. Hug those knees in now and take a little rock from side to side. Bringing the hands underneath the thighs, rocking the body up. Let's just take a little stretch into those legs. Taking the legs out nice and wide here. And keep the toes up. So if you're very tight in your hip and groin area, lean back into this stretch like so. Otherwise, come over into it slowly, hinging in the hip a little bit for that deeper stretch through the legs. And reach up nice and long in the spine. Let's just stretch that into that lumbar spine here as we come over. And then let's go the other way. Inhale, lift up, reaching up, bringing the hands underneath. So let's have a go at that stand up without using the hands. I'm going to cross my ankles over for this one. Lift up, bring the weight forwards. Reach the body all the way up to the top. Little final stretch here into the shoulders. Little dips, helping that shoulder over. Move the hips from side to side so you're nice and loose now in the body. And then let's release the other side. Good, and then release it behind, roll the shoulders back. Come to hold the hands onto those elbows, deep breaths, little lift in the chin, and then release the breath. One more. Good. Drop all the way down, open up that lower back, bend in the knees. Inhale, reach all the way up into the top, and exhale, release it down. One more time, guys. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. And release. Well done.